Alright, Janice, we're going live on your page now. This is a presentation on behalf of Janice's Beauty Studio. Testing. Turning the music down. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Ricky Prime. We're live here on Janice's Beauty Studios page. On behalf of Janice, she's here with us right now, and what we're doing is a live presentation via live streaming direct to her page. And what we're going to do is display like a couple different things that Janice does within her studio, because you know we've seen the customer feedback that she's been given, and it's all been great. And so we wanted to kind of go live and direct with it and sort of do an introduction. So we're here with Janice. What's going on, Janice?
Hi, how's everyone?
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself, because that's what everyone's going to be watching this for. So tell us a little bit about you, a bit of a summary.
A little summary. I am a hairstylist, makeup artist, also married to a wonderful husband for 16 years, and have two boys, 14 and 10.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, shout out to the husband there as well, supporting you on your journey.
Yeah, that's one thing, you have to have support, especially when you open any type of business, and I'm thankful that I do have him supporting me 100% in everything I do.
Yeah. And that's so your husband, he's been here with you for 16 years, so you said he's been supporting you. So how long have you been doing this for?
This actually, I have only a short period of time for where I'm at. It's amazing. I graduated, July 1st will be 3 years that I graduated from beauty school. And I'm at where I'm at right now, which is amazing, but I bust my behind and I study so much to be where I'm at right now.
Yeah. So people can trust you, obviously, with their hair.
Yeah. I've gone to classes. Actually, I just came back from Orlando from a big hair show event over there, and I also took classes. I'm constantly educating myself, and then when I'm not educating myself and when I don't have a client in my chair, I go to another stylist and I watch what they do. Mm-hmm. I'm always watching and learning from everybody.
Yeah.
So that's how I learned. That's how I learned. That's how I got my chair right away. With my ex-boss, I would just stand right next to him and watch him. So I skipped the whole assistant part. I was supposed to be an assistant at least for 2 years. Yep. Kind of that and just watch, because I'm very visual. So I pick up a lot just by watching.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's easy to. It's like he's like your tutor, your teacher at the time. Okay, so obviously you've done some work in another salon, right? So when did you start here? Like, what was the very beginning? How long ago was the very beginning, before you even started doing the school?
A year ago, April 6th is when I opened up my studio.
Okay, so you opened the studio, and you did some work with someone else before that?
Yes, I worked 2 other salons before I opened my own. Okay,
and so how long had you done that for?
I worked at my last salon. I worked for a year, I would say a year and a half. I worked there, and that's where I built my clientele.
Okay.
And when I felt that I was safe and I had all the clientele that I needed to move on, it took me only a year to build the clientele over there. I opened over here. Nice.
And how long did you actually study for? So you did the schooling for it as well. How long did that take? You said you busted your ass for it, so.
Yeah, I actually graduated before. When I was supposed to do schooling for 10 months, I graduated in 9 months. I just was ready to go. Just give it to me, bring it on.
That's cool. Yeah, that's when you know someone's like ready to do it. Like there's no mucking around, there's no in between sort of stuff. That's interesting.
Well, and I'm not in my teens or my 20s. Like when I went to beauty school, I was 32 years old. So I was just like, I felt like I needed to get this going. I was a little behind in the sense of, because I was home, with my kids and raising my kids, that I let my husband do his career. And now I just felt like, okay, now that the kids are a little bit older, it's my turn to start my career and what I really wanted to do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, you got kids, husband, the business. You did some studying, so you're what we like people refer to as like pretty much a super mom right now. Pretty much a super mom.
And I tell you right now, when they come down to studying and everything like that and having kids, it was the hardest thing for me at the time. And sometimes I did question myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes I did have doubts that if it's even worth me even doing it now with the kids and everything like that. But at the same time, I felt like I needed to do something. I felt like I didn't have like any goals set,
Mm-hmm. That's
so
cool.
if it failed, it failed. I felt like I just had to do it.
You're doing it. You are doing it.
I'm doing it.
Okay, so obviously you own the studio, but what is it you actually do? Like, what do you do inside your studio? If I said there's three things which you would say you're professional for, or like some professionals and maybe like an extra service which people don't normally sort of think about, what is it you do? What makes you unique?
Well, not all hairstylists is a makeup artist, so that kind of puts me out there. I'm also a makeup artist, and I also do men's cut. Not all hairstylists do men cut. So when I was at beauty school, I actually was working without a license. Don't tell nobody. At a barbershop, so I could learn men's cut. Because they don't teach you that too much at the beauty school. They just teach you scissors overcut. They don't teach you fading and buzzing and all that. So I was working at a barbershop, so I know men's cut and makeup and everything else. So that's what stands me out a little bit more than other hairstylists.
That's actually pretty cool that you worked doing fades and stuff, because obviously I like my fades and stuff like that. I'm a little bit hairy at the moment. Don't hate on me, please, guys. Please, don't shoot this guy. All right, so we've got I've got an image of you here doing some cuts on a male. So what's sort of the main cut that guys will ask you for, and what's your favorite?
What guys usually ask for, which is my favorite, it's a little bit longer in the top.
Yep.
And faded in the back. Nice fade.
Yep.
Faded.
So the picture I've got up is it's like pretty close to the skin.
Yeah.
And it's just like a little bit. It's kind of like what I've got, except I'm just messy, I guess.
Yeah. And the messy look. I love the messy look as well.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes I do give my clients the male that come in here. I do give them a messy look, and I tell them just leave it alone. If you fix it when you go out, just fix it. But I just love that nice messy look, but it depends on who. I'm not going to do that with a 60-year-old guy. It's just with the nice hip guys, and sometimes they leave it, they like it. It's just, you got to switch it up sometimes we got to do that to our clients. We got to give them something to get them out of the comfort zone, because they're so used to doing the same style over and over again. You got to switch it up a little bit for them and open their mind to new things.
Yeah, that's definitely for real, because I mean, like, and I seen like there was an older fella in one of the photos on, I think it was your Facebook. It's either your Facebook, I think it was your Facebook, which is Janice's Beauty Studio on Facebook, if anyone wants to go and check it out. So yeah, I saw there was a picture of an older guy there, and I thought, you know what, it must be harder to do, but you're doing it. So
I'm sorry, and that guy that you saw the video on, I did a razor cut, which not everybody knows how to do a razor cut, and I didn't even go to school for that or took a class. That I just picked up just visually, just watching my expo. So
you just done.
Yeah.
That's dope. So actually, I got some more questions. So, you know, so obviously in the beginning, your goals were to get it done, get in there. You know, I've heard this saying online, you're a motherpreneur. So you're getting in there, you're doing it, and you're showing some motivation. So from where you stand right now, where's your direction? What are your goals?
My goals is I am going to switch. I give goals to myself every year. I actually have a vision board that I create in the beginning of January.
Yep.
So my vision board, and I only give it for a year. I don't go 5 years, 4 years, because then I feel like I can't achieve all that at once. So if I give myself a little bit every year, and so far it's only been, going into July, we're in June, I accomplished a lot of my goals in that little time. Mm-hmm. But I do want to fix the studio up. Mm-hmm. That's my goal for October.
Yep.
I actually, because I am getting a little bit more busier, want to put 2 stations here and have an assistant that help me out a little bit. So that's my goal for this year so far. For the future, My goal is actually to get into more the bridal. I do hair and makeup also for weddings. I want to expand that and have girls that will be working for me out in the field. So that's my goal so far as for the future. And I could see myself maybe doing that in 3 or 4 years once I build what I have going on here, because I also don't want to forget that this is my foundation, is my studio at the same time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't want to take that away from my clients that come in just to get their hair done and, you know, highlights and all that. I don't want the bridal business to take that away from them. That's why I would like to have girls working underneath me so I could still be here for my clients.
Yeah. Okay, so I got an interesting question because I have an image that I've got sort of lined up for you as well. Do you get girls coming in for their prom here?
I actually have a couple girls this week coming up with hair and makeup for prom. So I have specials for them for hair and makeup for their prom.
All right. Oh, I mean, this is your broadcast, so I mean, you should probably shout out those specials and stuff for the proms.
The special is $120 for hair and makeup. So you're really saving like 30 to 40 bucks on hair and makeup.
There we go.
Which is awesome.
That's actually pretty dope. And so if you're watching the broadcast right now, or you check back on Janice's Facebook, then you're going to be able to hook into that deal. In New Zealand, we call a prom a ball. So you'll probably notice I say prom really weird. I don't know if you noticed that, but I actually say it really weird. Yeah, it's my New Zealand accent. I can't help it. Some things I can't fix. Okay, so the next question I wanted to sort of bring up about it, and I'm going to bring up the image of that particular. Oh, is it? Oh no, I didn't set that one up. I got colors. That was colors that I changed it to. All right, so the question I have for you is there a difference between prom and bridal?
Yeah, because the hairstyles that the girls want for the prom is a little bit different from bridal. Bridal nowadays, they want a little bit more safe, sexy and easy and fun kind of look. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit different. Mm-hmm. The girls in the prom, they want it more up, or maybe they want it all down, just curls. But it's a little bit different what you would do for just a little bit for prom and bridal.
Nice. And so I've got the image up of you got that ring orb, the heater. I think this is the hair heater. I mean, you're gonna have to explain this.
The halo, which it's pretty cool. If you want me to get up and show you guys how it works.
Yeah, for sure. Show us how it is.
I'm gonna turn it over here. So the halo is what I use it for color or balayage or highlights. Not too many salons have this. So what it does, it rotates. Let me turn it on. So as the client's sitting down here and I need to lift their color. So if it's highlights and or balayage, I wanna lift that color. So to make them lighter, I'll turn on the heater. And what it does is it rotates. So it heats up evenly throughout the hair, so it's not just only certain spots. And you can actually talk to your clients, unlike the old-fashioned one that you can't even have a conversation because the air is just blowing in. Yeah. All you hear is loud noise, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it rotates, heats up. Pretty much that's it.
It's pretty. It's definitely different. Like I've never seen anything like that in my life. The first thing I thought was, wow, like that's interesting. I was like, what is it?
It grabs a lot of attention, that's for sure.
Hard.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it just because I do a lot of balayage, and that's when I need it the most.
What did you call it? Balayage.
Balayage, which is French for painting. So you're really painting on the hair. So you're visioning where you want these highlights to be instead of just being the same with foils and highlights, and you know what the foil highlights are going to be. Yeah. You know, it's just balayage. No, there's no balayage that's actually going to be the same from any other girl. Everybody's different because every hairstylist have their own different technique and their own vision of way they want it to be. Okay.
And that's something that makes you unique. And your Yelp, I checked your Yelp. Really good results there, and your customers said, in particular, they said that you have a good judgment and a good opinion, and that's why they continue to come back to you.
Yes, and I listen, which is the number one key to listen to your clients, and follow their needs. Not all stylists, unfortunately, listen to their clients.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I could agree with that. Actually, give me a second. You know, let's take a moment to check out your chat on Facebook, because you actually have people here live. So Cynthia Perez says, "You are amazing. My girls love going to you as well, Janice."
Yes, Cynthia brings her daughters to get haircuts at my studio, and Gina is one of the hairstylists that work in the same building. So she has her own little studio going on as well. And I've learned
Nice.
a lot from Gina, because Gina has 10 years under her belt. So she's one of them that when I'm not doing anything, I'll go to Gina and just watch her work.
Hair besties, she puts in the chat. I like that. Yeah. Hair besties. All right, so we got Cynthia saying, "I totally trust her. Some stylists want to do what they want, not you. You listen to your clients. That's important. See, that's what I talk about." Robert Hicks also says, "Janice, how long have you had your business?"
A year and a couple of months. April 6th was a year that I've been here.
Nice. And so this is why I like live streaming, because you can really connect with the people who appreciate you. You can give back to them. We're talking to them now. So you know, I mean, we actually have a customer in there right now. Is she still there?
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's here.
Hey, you want to jump on camera?
Walked in while I was getting ready for the interview. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, give me 2 seconds with you, and you know. So you just walked in.
Mm-hmm.
And what have you come in for today?
My roots.
Which is a touch
up.
right up on the root area.
Nice.
Get rid of all the grays and stuff that we don't want to see.
I have a hot date tonight. I'm
Hey, she's gonna fix it up. She's gonna be like, yeah, hot date's going well, 100%.
Back if I get married, obviously.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good. I love it. All right, so it's good that you've come in. You know what, like, so what's happening with you at the moment? What's actually happening right now? So Janice may be able to answer this one. So Janice, what's happening right now?
So what's happening? She's processing. So I added the color. What I did was I matched her color to make sure that the products that I'm the color that I'm putting on her matches what she had originally, because she's not my regular client that I already know. So I matched it up. I always have a card for each client that comes in, and I write down their formulation. So once I got her formulation, I wrote it down. So next time she comes in, I know what I did for her. And then I just added the color. So it's just a simple touch up in the root area. And then now we're just waiting to process, and then we'll rinse her out and shampoo her and ready.
Perfect.
If she wants to blow out, we'll do a blowout.
So we'll grab the camera, we'll put it back on you, Janice. Thank you very much for letting me steal your customer for a bit there. All right, so you personalize what you do for each of your customers. You have like a full sheet. You're like, this is my customer.
This is the book that I carry. These are all my clients that are in here. And I write every single little thing that I need to know, that when they walk in this door, I have to make sure that what I did before they had came to me, that it's going to be the same way the second time they come into me, the third time they come to me. That doesn't change unless they want to do a little change.
Yeah. And this is what's interesting, is people kind of think that hair is just like a in the moment thing and that's it. But there really is more to it, right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. There's chemistry, of course. So you definitely got to know what you're doing, because you could easily ruin somebody's hair.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what we don't want.
No, not at all.
Janice is like right now, she's like, yeah, guys, I've got your back. I write it down for you. Trust me.
Yeah, trust me, because what happens is if you make it darker just a little bit, that's it. Because once you go dark, it's so hard to go back.
Yeah.
Go back to light. So you gotta make sure whatever you wrote down or what you give them, it's what they want, you know.
That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, so let me bring up my little scripty thingy here. All right, so this is always hard. I'm gonna ask you the questions anyway, just because I've got them there, and I kind of think it's really important that you kind of answer these, but answer them in your own way. So what are some of the general struggles of owning a business like yours and that sort of stuff? Like, what's something that you know, like you've noticed and it's like, but I do this to fix it. So
The struggles. Any business that you open, especially the first or second year, financially could be a struggle because financially, the money you're making pretty much goes into the salon, you know. So that's where the struggle is at, in a sense of, okay, I got to put in towards this, and I want the best of the best. I use Go Well as one of the color line that I use, and it's not a cheap color line. But I want the best of the best from my clients. So if I have to put in a little bit more to make sure that they're happy and satisfied with their hair and it's not going to dry up their hair or anything like that, then that's what I do. So in that sense, a year being here, the first 2 years are going to be a little struggle for me financially. But, you know, because everybody thinks you own the business, you're making money. In the first 2 years, really, the money goes into the business. So that's a little struggle because I do have bills that I still have to, you know, at home that I have to pay, you know, so.
Yeah, it's the life of the balance of life. I mean, you're trying to hit it. You're doing a good job so far. I can see it. I mean, the people say that they can see it, and I don't even know half these people that are in your broadcast right now. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that's turned up to support Janice, because, you know, without you guys, my job here would be no, just another day. All right, so we're going to continue on. You know what, like, yeah, okay, so this is a good question, because I love this question, because I've had some touching moments with my audience within live streaming. But for you, what is the most heartfelt moment you've ever had in direction with your customers or your clients? Like, what's something that really brought you to realize you were doing the right thing?
You know, I'm very, when you're in a studio, so you're not in a big salon, you're in a small, so you kind of get very personal with your clients, and they feel very comfortable telling you so much things. So I feel like I kind of help them out just by listening, not even saying a word, just being there for therapy, kind of, because we all have issues in our life. So that I feel like I'm not just a hairstylist, I'm a therapist at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I don't even put my opinion into anything they have to say, but I'm there to actually listen, and they like that, and they love the fact that they're in this room, in this studio, and they could do that because the door is closed, and they just could, whatever they had going on that day or that weekend or whatever, they could actually let it out, and I'm there to listen.
Yeah.
And not do any judgment, because who am I to judge anybody? But I'm here just to listen and help. Hopefully that helps. I mean, sometimes it does help, and it just makes them feel better. And just even doing their hair and makeup, I've seen women just turn around and they just felt so good about themselves. Yeah. Just by the hair or the makeup. It amazes me, and that's the best part of doing what I do, you know?
You know what?
I don't know if that answers the question.
I like that question, because I know that for a fact is something that's really important to women, is to just go somewhere else and just have like a chill moment to themselves. And so what I used to do is I'd buy my my girlfriend like a $200 voucher for her like favorite shop, and then just be like, I don't know what to buy you, but I know that you like going here, so just go here, relax, take some time. You know, I'd make sure she'd like get her hair done, some nails, and maybe some makeup. I don't know, just whatever. But personally, like, I can relate to it.
Yep, all them little things makes a difference. It's just feeling good for yourself, and it's not for somebody else. It's for you inside, you know.
Yep. Yeah. Well, in my position, it was like, I cared that she was looked after. So in my position, it was like I was caring about someone else. But for her, you could definitely tell when, you know, she'd come home, she'd feel good. And it's just like, you know, you just feel, number one, that your chick's on point. And that's really important to not just her, but also myself as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so we've got a picture here of 3 girls standing in front of a golden tree. So where was this picture taken?
at Orlando at the premiere show.
Nice.
So it was a big hair show event, which is awesome. I recommend any stylist to do it. There's one in New York that happens as well. But it's fun. You see so much going on. You learn so much. It's classes at the same times that we had taken. So it's pretty cool. So we saw that. I took a picture of that. I thought that was pretty nice because since I'm also a makeup artist, I love the makeup that they did on the girls, which I think is pretty much airbrush makeup.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, those girls there, they look stunning. And I was just like, yeah, that's pretty impressive. A lot of work's gone into that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play an advertisement. So we're going to say something there?
I was just going to say to Cynthia, I see that she asked if I have gift certificates. Yes, I do have gift certificates. So I do have husbands that come in for birthdays, Mother's Day, and they just want to buy gift certificates for their wives.
All right, so, yeah. All right, we're going to continue on to the part where we talk about the Brazilian blowout. Now, in particular, it's an advertisement just with like a show reel of like famous people that are going through the Brazilian blowout trends. So I'm going to run that, and then as soon as it's finished, I'm going to tell you it's stopped, and then you can talk about it, and we'll go from there. It takes about 1 minute. So... thank you guys for being patient with me. Doing these broadcasts is actually not that easy to do, to get it nice and clean and consistent. But I just want to say thank you to everyone that's turned up. Big shout out to some of my friends that have turned up. Even Russell Webb's in the chat. You know, Russell, if you want to grab yourself a nice haircut, shout for coming along to the broadcast, my bro. So we're going to go over to the ad. I hope you guys are enjoying what you've seen so far. Janice is an amazing chick. Motherpreneur. Check this out. Brazilian blowout.
Celebs like Nicole Richie and Halle Berry have all treated their locks to the Brazilian.
You have got to get a Brazilian blowout. This is like the hottest thing around right now.
I guarantee we are going to see the newest hair trend all over the red carpet. The Brazilian blowout.
Thinking about cleaning myself up a little bit. Maybe wash my hair.
I love it so much. I'm gonna fly Vidal f***ing Sassoon here to personally give you a Brazilian blowout. I love it.
Alright guys, if you're just tuning in, what's up, how's it going? My name is Ricky Prime. This is Janice's Beauty Studio Facebook page, and we're talking to Janice herself about her hair studio, and currently we're going to be talking about Brazilian Blowout, which is one of her featured or highlighted products that she likes to use. So we're going to go over to Janice where she's going to explain some of the awesome things about Brazilian Blowout. As you can see, a bunch of celebrities use it, so why shouldn't you? So we're going to go over to Janice now. And so Janice, tell us about Brazilian Blowout. What's going on with it? Everyone's using it.
And I love the Brazilian blowout, but I have to say I should have used it. I just didn't have time before I went to Florida because my hair was like this, frizzy, dry, and the only reason why me and my girl Gina, that when we went to Florida, we didn't use it, we didn't have time for each other because we were doing everybody else's hair. But I wish I did. So what the Brazilian blowout does, it smooths out your hair and gets rid of all that frizziness, especially during the summertime, and it gives you a beautiful shine to your hair, and it lasts 4 months, which is great. That's my number one. It's not a keratin treatment. It's more if you girls that have curly, beautiful hair and they love their curls, but they don't love the frizz, it's just to smooth out that frizz out for her, and she could still have that bouncy, beautiful hair. But that's my number one seller for especially this time of year because of the weather.
Yeah, so we're coming into, in New Zealand, so in my country it's winter. So we're just coming into summer now. First day of summer today, actually. So.
Yeah. What did you say? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Sorry. It's the first day of summer today.
Which I throw out specials in the spring. So because it lasts 4 months, you want it to last your whole spring to fall. So I actually throw in specials. This time of year, I'm probably gonna throw in another special, which is a free haircut with a Brazilian blowout. So, which is pretty cool.
That's what's up. So everyone's using it. The advertisement says. Is it for guys as well?
If guy has long hair, yeah, especially if they get a lot of frizz on top and they have the length up here, yeah, because you could use it. It's just a treatment that you put in the hair.
Oh,
And what you do is you put the treatment in the hair, you blow it out with the treatment in there,
Yep.
and then you use a flat iron, smooth it out.
So you got the products there. Are they? You got. All right, there we go. All right, so that's the Brazilian blowout.
Yep, this is the shampoo and conditioner that I always recommend to all my clients that come in, because I could only say that it's gonna last you 4 months if you continue making sure that you're using these products, because this is what's gonna hold the Brazilian blowout for 4 months. If you use any other shampoo, I can't guarantee that it's gonna last you 4 months because I don't know what you're using. So I usually recommend them to use the shampoo that goes with it, shampoo and conditioner, to make sure it lasts you 4 months, which it always does. I do it every single 4 months.
For sure. Now, you got a customer there now, so if you need to, you can tend to her, and you can flip the camera, and we can watch you do it if you want. So if you need to wash her out and stuff like that, and you can do that, man. So that'd be awesome.
All right. So when the timer is off, she has a couple more minutes. We could do stuff like that and shampoo her and go from there.
For sure. We got Candy in the house, and we've got Nazim in the house from Italy. And Candy's in Japan, and Nazim is in Italy, by the way. So, yeah, we're going international right now. And Cynthia says, "How do you maintain that?" So I think she's already just answered the maintenance side of it. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So we got a couple more minutes here. What else are we? Okay, so the next part we're going to be going on to is coloring. So coloring, you got to put your hair. A chick has brown hair, and then you've gone and made her hair look super hot. In my eyes, I'm just like, yes, that is on point work.
She wanted to be blonde, and when I say blonde, it's blonde, but she also wanted not to be all full blonde. She wanted some contracts in there, so that's why I did a full highlights on her.
Okay.
Oils and stuff like that.
So what's the coloring process for you? Is it the same for everyone, or is it a little bit different for you? What it's a roundabout? You're just really good at it because you've done a good job. I mean, I've seen a lot of chicks with dyed hair.
Well, the key is to take care of the hair. So anybody could do blonde hair, and then when they leave and then they do their own hair, is it going to be as shiny as the way I left it? So that's the key. So with that, I always keep that in mind, especially when girls want to be very blonde. I use Oilplex, which is a treatment that I put in the lightener to make sure that it's not going to cause any dryness or damage to the hair. So, you know, it's a lot to it. And unfortunately, not too many stylists use that product. So that's why you'll see a lot of girls with blonde hair and dry and frizzy and not the greatest condition. So that's the key. I mean, my goal is anybody comes there is I want to take care of their hair, and I want to keep it healthy and beautiful, because it doesn't make any sense to do a great job and then when they walk out that door and they shampoo their own hair, it's not going to come out as good, you know? And I want that, because to me is that when they're walking out, wherever they're at, the mall, the supermarket, whatever, my name is on that hair. Because as soon as somebody says, "Oh my God, I love your hair," who did it? Janice did my hair. Or, "I hate my hair. I can't believe Janice did my hair. Look at what she did." So that's the way I see it. You know, you gotta think of it that way.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell that you not only put a lot of thought into it and like know your stuff, but you also you're very it's not just relatable, but you're more. It's like you're with your customer by their side. That's probably the best way to sort of put it. Like, you really make it more personal, and you're like, well, I want you to like feel good. I want you to look good. And when you get home, This is how I want you to take care of it. So when you come back, I can tell you're doing it right. And I can see that if you're watching right now, look at this image of this chick's hair. Like, you can tell that it's gone from snap 1 to snap 2, and you can tell which one's which. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, big shout out to you, Janice, on that.
Thank you. And you can see the quality of the hair too. So I made her blonde without causing any damage to the hair, which is so important. So important.
Yeah, because blonde's like the hardest color to go to, I'm guessing.
Yeah, especially this time of year, everybody wants to go lighten it up a little bit and be blonder. Yeah. So most of my clientele, yeah, they get highlights on, or if not highlight, balayage. So it's more blonder.
You're like, yeah. All right. You know what? Like, I mean, if you're watching from any other page on Facebook right now, because there's a lot of shares that have gone out, if you guys click the link and come through to Janice's Beauty Studio, which is the page that we're on, if you guys want to make comments, come on over, come say hello to Janice. You have at current 16 viewers, right?
Nice.
Yeah. And that's solid. That's a solid 16, 17 viewers. And so if you guys want to take a moment to come and have a chat with us, ask live questions, talk with Janice direct, say what's up, how's it going? Where in the world are you calling in from, or where are you watching? I mean, type in the chat where you're watching from. That'd be amazing. And if you're in the New York area and you guys want some direction, why don't you, reach out to Janice by using the private messaging system on Facebook. That's why it was put there. Reach out to Janice and, even some basic guidance. If you just, you're at home and you're like, man, I could really use like some help on my hair. I mean, I could probably ask Janice some questions. I'm not going to. She'll rip me apart. Nah. we got.
Call me and I'll do your hair.
What's that?
When you come to New York, call me and I'll do your hair.
We're going live.
Yes, we'll do it live.
Yeah, we could do it. All right, so we got Jables in the chat. She says, I get to hug her in a month. Yay! And we got, Janice is so beautiful and wonderful. That's amazing. Actually, I'm going to bring up the whole chat so I can actually see what is going on inside this chat. Oh, hold on. Where are we? Sometimes the chat doesn't want to pop out. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got Candy in the house from Japan. We got Jables here with us right now. Russell Webb, Cynthia Perez, and to be honest, yeah, there's not many people from my page. So this is all people from your page. Gina in the house. Just want to say thank you to everyone that's come along to the broadcast. How long have we got on the processing for your current customer? Is it Elisa or Eliza? I just wanted to double check that.
Elisa. We have 3 minutes.
3 minutes. All right, guys, we're gonna do a live process, so you guys can watch this. We might chop the broadcast off like a little bit of the way through, but just as like a little hidden teaser if you guys want to see what you guys are in for. What's some of the treatments that you special treatments you give your customers when they come on down and come and hang out with you for the afternoon?
First of all, I offer them coffee, water, or wine. They get their own little special wine, so they feel, good inside, I guess, and feel comfortable. Let themselves out and talk whatever they want to let out, the rough week they had, whatever it is. And what else do I have? Oh,
do we have Elisa? Does Elisa have a wine going at the moment? Is she good to go with the wine?
This is actually her wine. I took it away from her. This is her wine. This is not my wine. I don't drink and cut hair or anything like that. This is her wine.
So, Elisa, you know what? Like, let me talk to Elisa because I know I've kind of left her out a little bit. So I'm excited to talk to you, Elisa, because your hair, it's proof in the pudding. Like we got our beauty in the chair. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah, but don't think that this is what I really look like.
Yeah, this is all color up there.
This is a woman at her worst while the color is going in. It's afterwards when you put the makeup on later on that it'll be proof.
All right. This is what I'm talking about, and I'm really excited to watch you get completely processed. Oh, the buzzer's just finished.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going into the secret mode that we spoke about before. We're doing a live process with Denise right now. I'm excited.
So, the cool thing about being in this room that, if you go to other salons, you got to get off the chair, you got to go to to wash your hair somewhere else, and blah, blah, blah. Everything is all convenient right there, so she doesn't even have to get up for me to shampoo her hair, which is, all I have to do is turn her chair, which hopefully somebody didn't move my chair, because it looks like they did. Somebody moved my chair earlier this week. There we go. Perfect.
Good.
That's exciting. So, you're going out to a restaurant tonight, Elisa?
I'm going to watch the sunset at the summer solstice on a dog beach with my new date and his dog and my dog.
Dog, did you say?
Yeah, my puppy. Mm-hmm.
What sort of dog do you have?
I have a Cocker Spaniel.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch the sunset at 8:27.
This is perfect.
All right, so I'm going to bring her back to shampoo her.
Okay.
This is so exciting. I'm gonna be famous.
This is gonna be awesome because tomorrow you can be like, you know what? I'm famous. I'm on the interwebs, guys. So if you guys are just tuning in now, we got Janice. She's currently washing her customer's hair, which is Elisa, who's going out to a hot date, a sunset with her hot date, taking the dogs for a walk. What's your dog's name, by the way?
His name is Monello. It means brat in Italian.
He's what? Italian.
It means brat. So he's male and he's a puppy, so it makes sense, right?
Oh yeah. I was like, what? What about your hot date? Is he Italian?
What, pup date? Is that what you said? The pup date?
No, your hot date.
Yeah, your
hot
hot.
date. He's part Italian.
Woo!
But he's not 100%. Don't tell my mom. My mom hasn't met him yet.
Don't share this on Facebook then. But if you guys are watching right now and you're enjoying the broadcast, feel free to share this out. Every share is a live support, so we're sort of gathering together, banding together as the team as we unite, sort of hooking up some awesome sort of it's an idea that we came up with. This idea that we came up with on the spot, a live tutorial. Sort of an example of sort of what you would get if you go into Janice's studio. So this is just amazing.
Yeah, graduation's on Friday. Moving on to that nice day.
This is shampoo, which is Verb. I love.
Is the shampoo, did you say?
Yeah, the Verb shampoo, which is gluten-free, sulfate-free, all that good stuff free that you don't really need for your hair. It doesn't strip out your color.
Sounds good too.
Yeah.
It smells good too.
What does it smell like? Summertime in Hawaii?
I feel like basil. Basil? It smells herbal. Yeah.
That's what's up.
So what I usually do to my clients when they get the shampoo, I also feel like they need to relax a little bit. So especially with the conditioner, I give them a head massage for at least 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And they love it. That's the best part of them being here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to agree. Like I 100% agree with head massage. I do a head massage. If someone's like, "Hey, you want a head massage?" I'm just going to be like, "Yes." Now, please. So this is so what we're watching right here with Janice and Lisa right now is a live presentation of Janice's studio, and what's cool about it is this is sort of like not what you'd normally see on a live stream. You normally wouldn't see this sort of thing on live stream, and this is probably what I would say is probably like 100% the best thing you could ever say about a live stream is someone doing their thing, right? Whether you're Elisa, who's in the chair relaxing, or Janice, hard work right now. It looks the whole occasion looks very relaxing. I can tell you that.
Right now, I'm giving her a nice head massage with a conditioner treatment. Well, not conditioner treatment, just a conditioner, which is herb as well.
Yeah, it looks very calming.
Most of my clients come from work, a stressful time at work or whatever, this and that, and they just enjoy this part just to relax and take it easy.
Today actually was an intense day. All my kids took their final exam today. So it was intense.
Oh, good. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop off the broadcast here. I just want to say, just a wave from you, Janice, will be enough. Just give us a wave. Just sweet.
Hi, thank you, everyone.
Elisa's giving us a wave as well.
Yeah, I'm waiting to shout to the Italian person.
Joined and commented, and hopefully I see you guys soon if you guys are around the area, Port Jefferson area.
That's what's up. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to take over the broadcast from now. So obviously what you guys saw was something very unique in any sort of format. If you guys wanted to get your hair done, now you know where to go. And if you wanted to get your hair done to a certain degree of level, then you understand now sort of the level that Janice takes it to. So make sure your hairdresser is doing the same thing. If you're in the Fort Portland area in New York, make sure you guys check up www.jbsbeauty.com. That's her website. You guys can contact her directly, and for any advice, if you guys want to book in, grab your gift certificates and all that other good stuff, make sure you go check out their website, contact her directly, and she'll direct you in any way she can. This, if you guys are looking to go and check her out, you guys can go and check any of these. Grab a screenshot now if you're using your mobile device. What you're going to find interesting is basically if you grab the screen right now, you're going to grab all of her details you need. So Janice's Beauty Studio by Janice, where she's a professional hairstylist and makeup artist, and she makes everyone feel good, by the way. I'm telling you this 100% true. www.jbsbeauty.com, and you guys can find her on Twitter, twitter.com/Janice79, and if you guys want to find her on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Janice's Beauty Studio. This broadcast wouldn't have been possible if we didn't have the help of Enlighten Audio Visual. So I want to say a big shout out to Enlighten Audio Visual for allowing us to use the production and the brand room provided by Enlighten Audio Visual. You guys can find them on Facebook, Enlighten Audio Visual, and on Twitter as well at Enlighten_AV. And their website is www.enlightenaudioVisual.com. Now, if you guys call right now, 571-249-2067, 571-249-2067. Say it one more time because every single radio host in New Zealand, in America does this. 571-249-2067. Make sure you guys screenshot that card if you guys are interested in your own production. And obviously myself, everyone kind of knows me on the interwebs now. If you don't know who I am, my name is Ricky Prime. I'm that random guy from New Zealand, super proud as well. You guys can check me out on my website, www.rickyprime.com. I'm a live streaming strategist for businesses and brands. You guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But either way, just get in contact with me. You're going to want it. And that was the end of the broadcast. Thank you guys very much for coming along. to Janice's presentation of her studio. I think that's an amazing example of a studio presentation, and it was done well. And you know, I just want to say thanks to Janice for putting herself forward. Good friend of mine and amazing beautician or beauty therapist and hair and makeup. So I'll talk to you guys all soon. See you guys later. 3, 2